You go back to May was the last time that we actually had a couple of days or a week or so where we actually did something like that. So I think that there's a lot going on here when it comes to a lot of that. So I think the reality is that the volumes in the markets, this is a summer like we haven't had in a very long time, I guess, because if you go back, 35 to 36 million contracts every single day is what we are trading in the derivatives markets. These are unreal numbers. So the volume is strong. The velocity is not really there. And volatility has come in. So for me, I look at a lot of these various calls. They all make some sense. I'm staying very, very bullish because I think that as we've gone through this whole thing, we've had a lot of stumbles. We've had this and that. We've had a couple spikes in volatility and pullbacks. But they've been very, very short. And so for that reason, I think it makes a lot more sense to still continue to lean long.
So, Pete, you're staying bullish. Morgan Stanley, I want to touch on this note one more time with you, Stephanie. Very bearish, really looking to the Fed tightening as being the reason or the potential catalyst for the markets to take a downturn. Do you agree or disagree?
I like the debate, Frank, a lot. I don't want to have consensus out there. We always have to have something to worry about. That's what the market always does. We climb a wall of worry. I think September is going to be volatile. I think especially because earnings season is over. And so now we're kind of focused on the macro. And the macro, we know GDP is slowing. We knew that second quarter was the peak. We knew it would slow. And it's actually exacerbated because of the Delta cases and the supply chain issues and the lack of sufficient workers. So, but I still think you're going to see above trend growth in the U.S. And eventually all these things I mentioned are going to reverse. And that will be a nice tailwind. So for now, I expect volatility. I think it's going to increase in the month of September, setting up a very strong fourth quarter.
So, Stephanie, I just want to make sure I'm getting you right. So I want to be clear. Tom Lee forecasting a record September and then a potential correction in October. So are you saying that you see that volatility leading to new highs in September? And are you also seeing that potential correction coming up later in the year?
No, I mean, I actually think September is going to be rocky. I really do. September is seasonally a weak month for the year. And so I think that that's going to hold true. And I'm looking for opportunities, though, to rally into the end of the year because we still have a ton of stimulus in the system. That's not going away. Data points are still really good on the economy, and earnings will be just fine, and stocks follow earnings. So I expect September to be kind of weakish, volatile, and then I'm looking for opportunities to buy.